Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. It is Karen. I hope you're all keeping well. Today's video is all about the Gothic Glam, and this here's sort of something that I thought I would do for almost like a sort of Halloween theme. Wanted to do a bit of a sort of glamorous kind of Gothic look. So starting off with my Cool One Step Gel, I'm just going to put a base layer over the entire nail, and then we're going to cure that. And once that's cured, then I'm going in with Ankia. I think that's how you pronounce it. But it is the black. So I'm going to do two coats of that, two very thin coats of that there. And make sure that it's all properly cured. So this is a gorgeous black to work with. It's so nice to apply, and it really is quite dense. It's a really good solid black. So if you haven't got it, get it for your collection. So after we've cured that, I'm going to go in then with this colour called Aphrodite, and this is just the epitome of Gothic nails in my opinion. Just how beautiful is that purple? It is stunning. If you haven't got this purple, you definitely need it. By the way, my discount code's down below for anybody that does want to go treat themselves. I will leave all that information in the description box as ever. So I'm just concentrating on putting that down the centre of the nail. And then what I'm going to do is, once that beautiful Aphrodite has cured, I'm just going around the edges of it then with some more of the black hard gel and a teeny tiny little spongy bit, and I'm just kind of like what would you say, sort of like almost fading it in, sort of creating that a kind of frosty sort of look, and then we'll pop that in for a cure. Then moving on then to the next design, this is the Cool One Step Gel in pink, which is absolutely gorgeous. Such a beautiful pink tone. And I'm just going to put a layer of it down as well. Just sort of make sure that everything is nice and covered, getting all my sort of side walls and things like that there sorted. And this is a self-leveling gel, so even for the like of overlays, it's just brilliant. And then using Clear One Step and some of the black hard gel again, I'm just mixing up a little concoction, and I am just going to layer that very lightly over the nail to kind of create that sort of like peekaboo look. So that's kind of going to be the basis of the next step of our design. I kind of wanted that sort of that kind of look. So I'm going to go in with the Bridal Plate, and that is from Moyu London. Get in with this design here, this kind of really nice lacy design. So just popped a little bit of stamping on there, and then I'm going to edge it with the with Ankia again, the black. So I'm just going to go all around that, and once I have the entire edge of that nail done. Now what I will say is that sort of I found that the slower I was doing this, the worse it was getting for me. So I would say whenever you're doing something like this in edging, kind of if you can do it as confidently as possible. I know that probably doesn't make sense, but honestly it's just so much better whenever you're confident and quick. I think is probably more the key. Or if you're like me and can kind of take a little bit more time, I find that that's where the mistakes are made. So keep your brush nice and light and sort of go as quickly as you can. But anyways, yeah, so moving on to the what I would call sort of like a fishnet stocking design portion of this nail. I wanted this nail to look kind of lacy, Gothic, so I'm just going to do my little crisscrosses, as you'll see, and every now and again I am flash curing just to make sure that everything's sort of set into place. There was a lot of detail went into these nails, and I kind of just wanted to give you guys the basics of what I done, because I wasn't actually going to record these, but I just thought, you know what, I might as well, being near Halloween and wanting to do something like this. So but like I say, I am flash curing, and then after I have those little crisscrosses done and flash cured, then I'm going to go in with my dulling tool and just put the random little dots, but you'll see that in a moment. Okay, so on to the third design now, and I've gone in with some Cool One Step Pink again. I have cured it, and then I'm going back in with that kind of translucent sort of black mix of the clear Cool One Step and some Ankia. So once I have it on, then I cure it, and that's whenever I start the next stage of my design. This is probably I'd say that this was probably my favourite nail to do, but it was very detailed, which is exactly what I wanted, to kind of like push the skills and the boundaries and stuff like that there off freehand, because that's something that I really do want to try and sort of perfect and, you know, just work on. And I do enjoy it, so I do. I've done a lot of stamping for a long time, and I really enjoy stamping, but sometimes it's just nice to get your sort of, you know, the Nat Mug brush out and just have a go and sort of see where your skills takes you. So it's all a learning curve. But so yeah, so to create that oval, I sort of find it easier to sort of almost put the cross down first and then sort of like oval round that, if that makes sense, sort of like draw around that, keeping that as my center point. So I fill it in with that beautiful Aphrodite, which I adore. And then lifting some Cool One Step, I just pop that over the top of Aphrodite, and just very gently, and then before it goes into the lamp, I do turn it upside down just to kind of let gravity do its thing. And then we're just going to cure this. Okay, so as you can see, I have removed an inhibition layer, and I'm just going around the edge of what will be our stone with, again, some of that black gel paint. It's just so good to work with for detailing as well too. Usually I use black gel polish, but I just find that the Ankia is just so much more easier. I can get such finer details, so I was really happy with you know, with how I sort of with how I was using it. It just felt really good to work with. So as I've gone around, I'm now doing some little edging around kind of the framework of that there. As I say, sort of creating our little pendant design. And once I'm happy with that, then again I will pop it in for a cure. All kind of like really detailed work. And although this is sped up, you know, it did take quite a good bit of time actually, whenever I think back to it. But I really enjoyed every moment of it, so it's almost like therapy nail play. But this here is Sugar Queen, and I've put some on my little palette. And then getting my dotting tool, I am just going in and I'm placing it around to kind of almost make it look like little marcasside stones. Gorgeous gel polish from Neo Nail, so I really like it. And next now we're just going to be doing some of the pendant design work, and I shall let you watch that. It's all very self-explanatory. After I have done that and popped it in for a cure, I then matte top coat them all, and you will see the finished result coming up soon. Ta-da! So there we go, guys. That is our Gothic Glam inspired nail art. I had so much fun doing this set, as I do every set, but I particularly love this because I love the colours in this, and I wanted to do sort of something fitting for the Halloween season, but that wasn't kind of, you know, sort of too Halloweeny, if that makes sense. More of a style, really, than kind of a theme. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I certainly did, and thanks for coming along with me. Like I say, I wasn't going to record this, but I'm glad I did because I was really pleased with how this set turned out. So Have a great week, guys, and don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button. Leave me a little hello down below, and I will see you all again next week. Bye.